Well, you just let me know if they get started so that I don't miss it because I have to have my Discord window behind my Explorer.
Do you want somebody else to share it?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I already got the Windows size and everything, so
All right.
doing good. Well, excluding Jack, how are you guys feeling about your matches this week?
Mine's already done.
Oh
So
yeah, that's right. I forgot about
pretty good.
that. Yeah, no kidding.
Looks like I'm your only option, bro.
Yeah, sir. Well, how are you feeling,
You
buddy?
don't want to hear about how?
You winning this week? You confident?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been prepping for this one since before I played my game against Silence because my game against Silence was only gonna go one way. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
fair
saying?
enough. Yeah.
So I've had to change my plan a couple of times though because I think you had more options than your team might. Game's up.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, so getting into it, let's see. This is about what I expected. Grim Snarl Audios, yeah. Who did they leave? Who did Terry leave on the bench this week?
Corviknight is not here.
Right.
We also missing Lapras,
Yeah, okay.
which big surprise there.
Yeah.
Lapras is, I think, across the whole server known as one of the best Pokemon
Yeah, maybe the
on a team
best.
this season. So
Just right,
All
barely above Jellicent as far as how good he
I think the only one who would disagree is Goose.
is. Yeah. Goose was in
then
shambles at the beginning of this season.
So let's see.
agreed.
And Griff left behind. Let me see.
Does he still have Delibird or did he trade it away?
He traded it for Hitmonlee and
Ah,
Pincurchin are both the ones who are gone.
gotcha. Pinkerton
So
also
that
has
means
not a lot to do this week. Ton of stuff that kill it.
so if Iron Bundle wants to run Quark Drive, it's going to have to be holding Booster Energy.
Right.
So that definitely restricts him a little bit in regard to the item he's able to hold. But we've been talking a lot in Helios just about how, like, you know, Delibird seems a little bit like a one-note Pokemon. It's got really great coverage and really fast, and it's really strong. But it also has a pretty good myriad of support moves, um, which I think we'll actually get to see um, a little bit of that at play this game.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting it to be speed, in theory. You definitely want to outspeed any Scarfers. Nidoking is a very common Scarf Pokemon. Um,
Yeah, with Delibird speed, about the only other thing that could be Scarf would be the Latios.
right. Which is not an awful option for sure.
No.
Quick enough to really.
That being said, if it is speed, I'm gonna tell him to go ahead.
Yeah, Terry used Terra Steel last week, which was pretty effective. Although I don't know that that would be super helpful into Griff's team here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how he'll use Marowak Alola here. It's gonna be hard to get it on the field safely with so many threats to it.
I
Mm,
mean, it does pretty decent against Buzzwall and uh, Electivire
Latios.
and Latios. Grim is
It's
Nido,
with
yeah.
Sucker
What's up?
Nido
Punch.
King and Grim are both going to be tough for it to get in on.
Speaking of
But
Nidoking and Grim,
Look at there.
oh, a little Rabombi action. Or no, that's Cutie Fly. No, that's Rabombi.
that's
Yeah.
for
I'm
Bumby.
losing it. I'm losing it.
Right. So it
No.
looks like we've got the Nido King lead is really interesting. And we actually did prep a decent amount with Scarf Nido King just because it's such a good option.
Right.
So I'm wondering if he plays a little bit defensively just to try and see the Nidoking might be offering here.
Yeah, this feels like a very strong offensive lead for Terry. A lot of pressure on the field. Obviously, with
He's
Prankster screens, King is looking good as far as living through next turn.
also
Um,
fake.
Hmm.
oh yeah, and fake out. You're right about that. I would not be surprised to see Nidoking Terra here, just to get around its ice weakness and its water weakness. In fact.
But we didn't see the court drive pop, so it's not booster.
Oh yeah,
I
that's right. It is not.
It's running something else.
Interesting. Could be specs. I would not be shocked.
I think he had specs Blizzard the other day.
Yeah, makes sense. Ooh, and a Zygarde.
It was a
Okay.
nice
Terra
swap.
Steel. Oh, what on earth?
Grim.
Oh, neat.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, that is cool. Terra Steel for this
Oh,
poison immunity. That's neat.
that is.
So a sludge wave comes out right there, and he was not worried at all about. So that looks definitely to be like a choice scarf.
Yeah,
I'm sure
most
that that
likely.
was
Um, but it's not max speed. As Rabombi outsped. Oh no, I lied.
No,
I'm lying.
for
I'm lying. Sorry, excuse me.
a really nice
Thousand arrows coming in.
amulet swap in too.
Yeah.
yeah. It really hampers Grimm's moveset, I imagine.
Man, Thousand
Oh,
Arrows
yeah,
is going
and
crazy here. I wonder if he's going to start coiling or Nidoking gets access to Ice Beam, obviously.
Yeah, but if it's Scarf, he can't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if it is Scarf.
gonna have to play a game, right? So
So
Uh,
good at this.
Zygarde would outspeed naturally if it's not. And Thousand Arrows is about to hit hella hard against both of them.
Yeah. I would not be shocked to see a Rabombi switch out. I'm not sure what he has in the back. And Amoonguss might go pretty hard here. A little bit of Rage Powder action.
Well,
Amoonguss
Rabombi, yeah, it's the fastest thing too. If it's not Scarf,
I just don't see it outputting much in the way of damage this turn.
but it does get Tailwind.
True. That would be nice.
mm,
If as long as Grimmsnarl doesn't just slap it. Could go for a little trick play here. I'm not sure what item we've got.
Oh, that's
is
Scarf.
Definitely scarfed. Yep, and this
100% scarfed.
thousand
An
arrows.
arrow's
This
gonna
seems
hurt
really
like a
good here.
bitch.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
huge.
Oh shit!
Good God Almighty, spear break. Oh wow.
That's a lot of damage.
So his scarfer is gone. Um, it's pretty even, 3 versus 3 with two Pokemon in the lower third of their health.
I would not
Um,
be surprised for Iron Bundle to come out here and start icy winding for speed control with as much damage as Thousand Arrows is doing.
And you know it's the fastest thing out there now.
Oh,
Since
easily. Yeah, not close. Always got to be a little scared of Latios, but now that we know it's not scarfed, can definitely start slapping it. Just really give it a
Rabombi
business.
definitely faster than it too.
well, Rabombi's dead, right?
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, sorry. Oof.
I'm a little interested in Iron Bundle's item for sure. If it's specs, he could very easily one tap Latios. And then Zygarde would be able to take down Grimmsnarl pretty easily. There is the Amoonguss.
Okay.
A good play. Definitely not going to be able to kill Amoonguss with something from Latios here.
Unless
So
it's
Grimmsnarl
Could be, uh, it probably has
Goggles.
Fire Blast, right? Oh, true. Goggles would be a really interesting choice.
sheesh. He's running
Goggles.
goggles on this thing.
I would be very
Oh,
impressed if he was running
I would
Goggles.
be really shook.
It's a hard read.
I mean, every time I see an Amoonguss, I think Goggles, but
Definitely feel like
Said
there's
if he
more
has
to
it
come
on,
out.
It has to be on Latios. If it's on Grim, it doesn't really matter because 1,000 Arrows is going to kill.
Yeah, it outspeeds.
Mm-hmm.
And 1,000 Arrows will also ground the Latios here.
Yeah, that's right. It ignores levitate. That's nice. What a good move
Doesn't
from
do.
Pokemon.
No, I really think that it was a little bit slept on. I think it's been doing really crazy work for Griffin
Oh, it's definitely
so
good.
far this season.
It is definitely good. Oh, that's
It's like he's trying to.
really interesting. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, he was going for.
interesting.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Fair enough. Good read.
what?
Oh,
What an
yeah.
that was an incredible read.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that was really
Oh,
incredible.
now you know it's not goggles.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Life Orb for damage.
I mean, this is just a huge 1,000 Arrows. Yeah.
Let's see what Amoongus is going to do here.
Oh, heal.
Oh,
Yeah,
what a nice power
man.
buff.
That's
Yeah.
nasty.
Very nasty. Oh, and Electivire.
Oh yeah, this I imagine from here that game 1 is pretty much over.
Yeah,
Could
this
have
is
a could have a one-turn wake up that might do something if he doesn't click.
Well, now that we know it's not Goggles, Rage Powder is going to eliminate the threat of dying this
every,
turn. Does Electivire get access to Ice Punch?
yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
probably dead. Ooh, that's a low roll.
A little bit of a low roll, but I think the Rage Powder.
Yeah, another Rage Powder will do the trick for sure.
It could be Specs Latios. But he may just be clicking Ice Beam to not share any other information, knowing this one's gone.
Yeah. Oh,
Extreme speed is
Fair
so
enough.
solid. It's really wonderful, actually.
Ice Punch, there it is. Oh, wow, yep. That is a
That's-
big
E-speed
boy.
tech was super, super good.
Man, Zygarde is just a monster this season. Spread ground move that ignores immunities. That's nasty.
It also means that you don't have to hit your own Pokemon too.
Yeah.
It's just better Garchomp.
Yeah, in almost every way. Is it faster?
It's definitely a little more defensive. It's not faster, and Garchomp has a little bit of a higher base attack. Zygarde has base like 108, 122 defensive stuff. So
That's really nice. Especially in a Terra format where you can get rid of that pesky 4x weakness. That goes really hard.
We just
Griff
saw
Terra, I think
4-0.
Griff Terra at all.
No,
Yeah,
and a
not
4-0
sure.
by Zygarde.
No Terra from Griff is so interesting.
Guess he didn't really want to give away information that he didn't have to.
I mean, if he kept it close to his chest, like that's really, really smart on his part. He's got the sunglasses in the chat. Looks like that was all part of his plan. Really impressed with that first showing from Griff. Really, I think the prep shone through in that, right? He was definitely wary about a scarf getting from the jump. Decided to play a little bit defensively turn 1 to see if he could information gather, and it worked perfectly for him.
Did we get the replay? Yeah. I hope.
Yep.
Okay. All right, game
Yeah,
2
Griff
is up.
goes.
What are we expecting to see here now that we know what leads we led last time?
I don't
Buzzwole
know.
seems pretty good. Has great coverage. Blastoise Follow Me is always nice.
Depends on the Terra by Buzzwall.
Yeah.
I need the Terra to get a jump on Griff's team, but I'd imagine we won't see Electivire just because
I would hope not.
Electivire is too much for it, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
Electivire
see a
is
Latios and Nidoking lead.
that would definitely be
I think that the Latia or that the Nidoking lead feels a little bit less impactful now that we know that it's scarfed. I wouldn't be surprised if Terry opted for something else just so that can hopefully, catch Griff trying to prepare for a Nidoking lead that doesn't happen.
Well, Griff could also switch it up too.
Yeah, now that he knows. I doubt we see a Rabombi lead again. knowing that Grimmsnarl is Terra Steel.
Yeah, and Scarf Nidoking kind of, well, it just kills. So
Could always see the Porygon too do some work. It's the
um,
classics: Trick Room,
yeah,
Recover, Try Attack, I assume.
yeah. Well, let's see.
Oh, we have the same leads again.
And yep, there it is.
Except for Griff switched up.
Big switch up. I wonder if they can kill Porygon 2. I doubt it. It'd be very
I
difficult.
really don't think so.
Yeah.
But he's got Fake Out, so you
Fake
can
out
do that.
and Focus Blast.
Didn't
And
he didn't reveal fake out last game.
He did not.
uh,
No.
We're not entirely sure if he's got it, but
Does
if I'm
Porygon 2 get Ally Switch?
yes, so
Yeah.
does, but it's one under Fake Out, so
Right.
you see a fat Earth Power into Marowak
Yeah.
here.
I think Earth Power is definitely something that's going to hurt if it goes out on Marowak. So Griff should definitely, Protect is really solid there.
Yeah, there's
Fake Out is good.
Oh, onto Porygon. That's
Did
interesting.
nothing. Holy cow, that did nothing.
Yeah, but it locked him into Earth Power, so he can hit Marowak this turn.
That was pretty smart from Terry, I think. Um, just making sure you
Dude,
get a little bit of chip damage on Porygon is always going to go a long way.
Yeah,
so insanely bulky.
Yeah.
I don't know how you stop Trick Room here, though. I don't think you do, actually.
Definitely
Yeah.
just swing into Marowak, I
Yeah,
think.
I would not be shocked to see a little quick swap of Marowak out and then Trick Room goes up. You lose a turn of Trick Room for Marowak that way, but it's better than like losing the Pokemon entirely. So
Mm-hmm.
And Amogus is really strong in Trick Room.
yeah, no kidding.
A swap into on Amoonguss, a swap in for Marowak into Amoonguss is probably Griff's best play here. Um,
Most likely. Rabombi is not a flying type. I always have to remind myself of that.
Oh, is that?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, going for the kill.
still,
Oh.
Yeah.
absolutely not, dude.
Sure, sure. We do
Oh,
know
and
that Grimmsnarl is faster than Zygarde right now. But I would not be surprised to see a quick little ally switch so that it doesn't get fake tears, for example.
Well, you can't fake Tears Zygarde. The Clear
Oh
Amulet.
yeah, that's right. I forgot I had clear
mhm.
amulet.
I
So,
I'm expecting a recover and a thousand arrows because we know Nidoking goes down in one like that.
I'm definitely
Um,
expecting a Terra from Zygarde here. This position is just too good.
I would say Nidoking swaps out here.
Most likely,
I
yeah.
think he has to. Yeah,
Oh,
Electivire came
definitely.
again. Goodness gracious.
Sick little recover. Oh, and
that,
Coil!
Coil is
Oh
so
no.
dirty. That is so
God.
dirty.
So I think the Porygon and Grim are a speed tie.
It's really interesting. Spirit Break doing a good amount of damage. Definitely mitigated by that defense boost now, since it's a physical move.
He
So
he has to take this Ice Punch though.
Yeah, he has to Terra this turn, almost for sure. You could
he's
even
holding on to a.
switch what you target here. You could one into Porygon and one into Zygarde because we know that Electivire has the ground berry, so it's not going to die in one hit.
With an attack boost, I feel like it might.
It'll be close. Yeah, it did like 70-ish, I think, last time.
Well,
I think it was like I think he got left at 26% or something. So it'll definitely be a roll. I think.
Yeah, most likely.
P2 could just swing into it too though and chip it.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
But
It was a
discharge.
nice little recover that
Oh,
he got off.
he could discharge pretty well. No, because it could be Motor Drive or well, if it's Motor Drive, he could speed it up. So
That's actually phenomenal. Yeah.
I think it's already faster than Zygarde though, so
oh, I think you're right. Last game, I think
yeah, it was going first, I believe.
Oh yeah, you are. That's
Zygarde's
a good
probably
call.
Zygarde's probably min or low speed here.
Yeah, definitely not full investment.
This is a
I think
pretty good double here.
this is going to be a really
This
integral turn. I feel like.
Yeah, this turn is crucial for Terry. He really needs to guess this one in particular correctly.
I don't think it really matters to Griff, even if Zygar goes down, because you just bring Marowak for free under
Yeah.
trickery
Yeah.
and obliterate everything.
I am curious to know if he did bring Iron Bundle as his fourth for post Trick Room play, or if he's planning on resetting it if the match goes that long for like Amoonguss, for example.
Amoonguss with the quick spores in Trick Room, just a normal type is really really great.
Why?
Oh, that's
That's
Oh,
scary.
so cool. What a
That was
neat.
Aries.
Yeah,
I
it
was like,
lived.
ooh!
Yeah.
Aries faced that.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Now
neat.
we've got an extreme speed coming out. That's so solid.
That was a really cool, scary face to underspeed and Trick Room. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was really smart.
Yeah.
Insane tech, but I'm still cooler. That's so funny. And now if we see some sort of like we definitely force an extreme speed, so we force a protect onto Electivire. Um,
Well, you could
and
always call that bluff. No, you don't necessarily force it, especially if you think you might be swinging into Grimmsnarl reading the protect.
mhm.
You can also set up a screen here. Obviously, nothing's going to save Electivire from a Terra normal extreme speed or a thousand arrows at this point, but getting a screen up would be, I think, probably, or getting reflect up in particular would probably be very good for the rest of his team.
Yeah, I was gonna say protect stalls another turn of trick room, so I don't think you
The
lose.
special attack,
Oh, there's a
interesting.
recover.
Probably, I think you attack Grimmsnarl here then with extreme speed, so you can't get anything off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked to see a. He could definitely go for an attempt at a double protect with Electivire, um, but it
But
would
that
probably
still
be
puts it
smarter to switch out to get rid of the speed drop since Trick Room's going to
exactly.
end this turn.
Oh,
I like the play of Spirit Breaking into Porygon, trying to chip it enough to get it low enough so that it would be dead and can't set Trick Room again. But that thing is that's a stage hazard. It's a field effect at this point.
Yeah, I mean he's not going away anytime soon. Even
No.
if Nidoking comes back out, he's only doing 50% with good extreme speed.
yeah, he's just preparing P2 to go down here.
Yeah.
Well, I think yeah, a swap out from
Oh, that is interesting. I would be very surprised to see Porygon go down here.
So I would e-speed the Grim and set trick room again, and even if Latios kills Zygarde, you just bring in Marowak
Yeah,
and
for sure. There's no real way to fuck this turn up. Pardon my language from the side of Drownt.
I mean unless Latios kills P2, but
Yeah, I doubt it.
an
I think
extreme
even with
speed.
specs. Oh,
Oh, this
yeah,
was good. Another trick room.
yep.
Yep.
And then here comes
yeah,
Marowak, I
Really.
imagine.
yeah, Marowak's gonna sweep this here.
Very much clean up. Nidoking's gonna come out. It is scarfed, so we definitely know that
It.
Griffey
Yeah.
is poised well here.
All you
Could
need to do is kill this Nidoking.
maybe see P2 swap to reset the Spadef drops.
The special attack drop too.
Yeah, I'd be more worried about the -4 Spadef, but
Yeah, I could
Well,
definitely see it
but
going down this turn if they double into it.
oh, it'll definitely. I mean, so they have to double, but Marowak takes something out here for sure.
Depending on Terra. Have we seen Terry's Terra this match yet? I
Ooh,
don't think we have.
that's a great point. We have not seen it yet. Oh,
Um, Obviously a Poltergeist. Well, Marowak Alola gets Poltergeist. I'm not insane, right?
he
look
gets
at
shut down.
Oh, Shadow Bone,
Shadow
an even
Bone.
better move. Is gonna really hit Latios, but we could obviously see a Terra into like normal. If he was anticipating going up in this matchup like this. Um, do we know what
I feel
Nito's?
like
I don't think we know what Nido King's Terra is either, because Grimmsnarl Terra'd Steel game one, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
Not
And I
sure
think
on the. We are not sure on the Nidoking Terra, but I think if Griffin targets into Nidoking, like we know it has 4 attacking moves, so it's super fast, right? So leaving itself open here for sure. Um, and I think a Shadow Bone probably takes it out just because of how absolutely bonkers that attack stat is on Marowak.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Nidoking or Latios go down this turn. It'll be definitely difficult to. I think maybe Terry's best play would be like a Terra normal ally switch, for example. Protect.
oh, he's baiting out a
That's
Terra.
a
Interesting.
shocker.
Oh, so
Oh,
did Terry read that then?
uh, I don't know.
I don't
I doubt it. Yeah, if he would have read it, he would have probably gone for a super effective move into Amoonguss.
like Ice Beam.
Yeah.
So that was really smart because now he just rage powders and
No,
kills Bolt.
I think he spores.
Definitely putting Latios to sleep here is such a good play
Yeah, it's a
because I think you can
huge play.
kill.
And then just kill the Nido King and
Yep, and clean up. Oh,
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 interesting.
oh, Shadowbone.
Oh,
Yeah,
but the swift Shadow Bone into
yeah,
that's
that's death, and that should be, in theory, the game.
Terry's even calling it.
oh yeah, there it is.
Very nice boomerang. That is game, set, and match. Really wonderful tech, honestly, on both the part of both players. Like,
Yeah,
so
very interesting ideas coming out from both of them. Obviously, I think Griffey maybe just had a little bit of a better matchup. Just a little bit. It was pretty even, I feel like, but definitely being able to get Trick Room up without really worrying about Porygon going down is a huge help in this matchup. Do you think
those
they would
were
want to hop in, or do you think they need to go back to work?
Griff doesn't.
Fair enough.
See if Terry wants to hop in first.
Yeah, I'd appreciate if one of you guys added him.
I'll ping him.
He is.
Hello.
Hello.
How you feeling, Terry?
I'm feeling sad. You-
Understandable.
Griff just kind of outplayed me on every turn.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I can tell that he prepped extremely well for your team.
Yeah, we did work a lot with him just because I think that you were sort of one of the biggest hurdles he's come to so far. So I think we just wanted to make sure, and he wanted to make sure that he definitely had a good handle on it. But that's not to say that you did not play really well, because we were saying, towards the end of that those 2 games, just that both of you guys actually showed off some really incredible tech, and both of you played really, really well. I think that he had maybe a slightly better matchup, as Jesse alluded to earlier. Then some things that he played a little bit of defensively around your big, sort of big swings that you made, like the scary face.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. That was a really impressive idea. The scary face to underspeed and Trick Room was really cool. Did you did you know that you were going to have to be doing that, and that's why you brought it, or were you planning on using it against
No,
his team?
that was more of a reactive thing. I had Scary Face to slow down the bundle
Right.
if
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, well, in this situation, it might work out pretty well. And then he big brained me by changing his type,
Yeah.
which I
I
had
found it.
a Brick Break on Electivire. I had just done that. It might have done it, but I had no idea he was gonna Terra normal.
Yeah, exactly. He definitely held it close to his chest game 1, which like came back in a really big way to help him win that second game. Um,
For
really,
sure.
really interesting. I think it was it's so interesting too, because right, like in game 1, you had this really big idea to do the sludge wave and the Terra Steel onto Grimmsnarl, which is a great idea in prep, in my opinion. But just with his small defensive play to kind of see what you were trying to do. You revealed it really early, and then because you can't play that mind game with any of your other Pokemon, you're stuck in space for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I got my eyes got real big when I saw Ribombee bundle because I knew Sludge Wave with a fake Tears would take out both of them, and he just played really well.
Terry, I wanted to ask you about your Electivire spread. We noticed that even with an attack boost, Zygarde didn't even come close to killing.
They had a shoot.
Go ahead.
They had a Shuka Berry.
Yeah, well, at game 1, I believe it did 74-ish with no attack boost. Thousand Arrows did, and then game 2, it did 80, I think, if I remember right.
Hang
So
on.
did it have defensive investment as well as the Shuka Berry?
It did.
Okay.
It was actually no, it didn't. It didn't have any defensive. I thought it did, but I did not.
Huh, that is extremely interesting. You must have high rolled game 1 and low rolled game 2, like as high and low as possible.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
It was one of them spread and one of them not.
No, they were both spread Thousand Arrows,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, unless I'll check game 1 real quick. No,
'Cause it-
you're correct. It was not spread game 1. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
makes sense.
okay.
Yeah,
Very good call.
good call.
That's why there's 3 of us. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So Terry, take us through a little bit of your prep regarding the Terra types, right? I'm just so interested in how players are approaching terastallizing in the prep process. The Grimmsnarl idea was obviously really phenomenal, just didn't quite work out the way you wanted it to game 1. But so what were the rest of the Terra types in your team, and how did you decide on those?
So Latios was also Steel to be defensive against a bundle.
Right, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Nidoking was ground just in case I wanted an extra kick there.
Mm-hmm.
And who else did I bring? Electivire. Electivire was fighting in case, so I could get more of a hit on a Porygon.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I brought.
Yeah.
Last choice in the back was just a standard water, but I didn't plan on actually bringing him.
Right.
And goal was, I think he might have been Bug, just to resist 1,000 arrows in case he matched up with Zygarde. Because I know Griff really likes that move. I was really praying I had someone with Wide Guard on my team when I saw I was playing him, because he seems to use a lot of spread moves.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no kidding.
You didn't have anybody?
No, I didn't have anyone with Wide Guard.
Oh,
That's a tragedy.
It's so hard, dude. Those moves are so valuable. Quick guard and wide guard especially just like can do so much, can put in so much work in very specific matchups, especially when you know that the opponent is going to be using spread moves, which you were definitely right to clock Griffin in that way. I think he's just got such great ones at his disposal with Blizzard on Bundle and Thousand Arrows on Zygarde.
He really is. Yeah, I figured I'd have, when I saw his team, I figured I would have a problem with it.
Yeah, no kidding. His team seems to be one of the stronger and more intelligently put together teams that we have this season, so.
Here's Griff. What's up, dude?
Yo, what up, bros? Just a casual Thursday afternoon.
Marquee.
We got one here, dude. We got bored people at work.
We stay working in this Discord.
How did you feel about the match, Griff?
It did not go as planned.
Oh, really?
Nope.
We can try again.
Yeah. Truth be told, my Ribombee was gonna go crazy this week, man. Terry has, I don't mean to point this out to any other suspecting opponents, but his 3 biggest offensive threats are all weak to Fairy, so I was just gonna let my Ribombee rip it this week. but he he walled that super hard. He's like Poison Mon, Steel Terra. And I was like, I'm out of here.
To bring in the old staple Zygarde, who just
Yeah,
absolutely clean house.
it's funny because I wasn't thinking I was gonna bring him that first game because he wasn't really part of my plan. But I'm really glad I did because it really he's just a powerhouse. I mean,
Yeah, that's an understatement.
that double hitting move, the double with no drawback,
Yeah,
essentially
ignores
hits
immunities.
hits Latios with the levitate. I mean,
Yeah, it's kind of gross, kind of disgusting.
There
he's
was a
Sith
moment
Lord.
one where you brought out Amoongus, and Los had told me a day or so ago, "Hey, put safety goggles on something." He
Oh
told me,
no!
and I
Oh,
thought Latios, and I didn't, and it really came back to bite me in the ass. So Los, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we thought in that game one we speculated that Latios might be goggles.
Oof, that would have been raw. Especially because Latios is definitely one of those mon that I was not sure about between like Nidoking, Latios, a possible Assault Vest on either like Electivire or like Buzzwole. Those were all like scary like items that would definitely have been tough to deal with. Yo, that scary face tech though, pretty
Oh
sweet.
yeah, we were talking about it. It was nice.
Yeah,
That's already written in the stars, man. That's gonna be tech that's gonna be handed down.
Oh yeah, I'm
The
stealing that one.
prankster scary face to get through beat Trick Room, fellas, man.
and then it's also so useful for even outside of Trick Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's pretty mean. But I'm glad I freaking. So I'm pretty sure I'm not positive because I don't like to look back on the games, but I'm pretty sure Terry's beaten me the last 2 seasons, and these seasons are getting damn long. So that's almost a whole year of me suffering of Terry losses. So it feels good.
Don't worry,
Those
Terry
were
track of that.
what, Skinner?
Terry keeps track of that.
Yes, he
So I'm sure
does.
times he's beaten you.
He's got to count up all the KOs on his mon this week. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Daniel to do that for me. Every
That's
time I
funny.
lose, I text Daniel, I'm like, "Hey, can you do it? It makes me too sad to watch it again."
It's especially nice because he won this week, so he's really reveling in the statistics.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Oh, Helios off to a quick 3-0 this week. Feeling good so far. Praise the sun, baby.
Are you on?
Praise
Are you on
the sun.
Helios, Jack?
Huh? No,
Oh,
I
okay.
just like them.
I was gonna say if you were, then there'd at least be one loss.
Oh no.
Oof. Oh no.
Yo, chill. It's just commentary.
Hey, when we play today and you have a fever of 103, bro.
Oh, you not feeling good?
I got my COVID and booster and my flu shot at the same time, and I've just been like,
What are
I've
you
been getting raw
doing, bro?
dogged. I've been getting raw dogged all day.
Just don't get baited to go early again.
Don't get
I
baited
told
to
him-
play
Yeah,
early.
he said, I told him that if he called me a pussy, we could go today.
I was like, never. I would never.
I can't do it.
I would not. I could not.
Terry, what was your what were you the most afraid of when you were like coming in?
Bundle and Zygarde, just those two.
Yeah.
Ribombee was really on my radar because of what is it, Shield Dusk? That is its ability. To
Oh,
prevent
Right.
Does it get
And that
shielded?
was she gets shield dust.
Oh wow. I
And
thought
that's
that
the
was a
main reason
frost
why I
damage
started with
booster.
her because I know you have two fake out mons, which is a little bit rare. Two good fake out mons. I would like to add in this league. So I was like, I ain't getting faked out. I did manage to get faked out, but
And the bundle item too, as well. We were talking about that.
Yeah,
you
what
had
was
revealed-
that?
it was indeed covert cloak.
Mm,
So you weren't faking that boy out.
I see.
But you weren't really falling for it. You weren't like, oh fuck this bundle, I gotta fake it out. So
Well, when I saw it didn't get its booster energy, I was
oh,
thinking,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Like, what else would he put,
Specifically,
knowing that I generally lead Grimmsnarl?
It's kind of hard to like hide the fact that he has a different item, I suppose.
Honestly, I totally forgot Clear Amulet was an item.
It's such a good item. I think
Yeah.
everyone should be running at least one on their team. It's like in our league, it's ridiculous. Not at least one. They should be running their only one.
I'm running 4.
yo, I'm running 6 clear.
I'm running
Let's
6.
go.
This league's meta is a lot of like stat dropping,
Oh yeah.
so it's just huge.
It really is.
The meta's definitely getting a little shaken up this season though. I'm really happy with how like Terra and like the photosynthesis bombs and the new items have shaken up like what people generally go for. So it's been pretty cool.
It's been so
Yeah, I'm
interesting.
especially happy about the items. I think it's been really fun to like, cause I don't know, it's been so straightforward for so long. It was like maybe have a choice item. It's kind of hard to have it in our meta, and then life orbs. You got your berries.
Yeah, the new item.
Yeah, that's all of them.
That's it. That's all the items in the game.
Well said items, bro.
I think the new
I-
item is a big change that really helps. It gives you so many more tools that you didn't have previously that I think really help amplify some of the Pokemon we're seeing rise up on the boards and in
Oh, yeah.
use. And
Yeah, I mean, it gives you so many outs. You get to really be so creative with what strategy you bring every week. It's so neat.
I think what's so good too is like these new items sort of reflect the effects of some abilities, right? Like Covert Cloak is Shield Dust and Clear Amulet is Clear Body. But you can give these items to Pokemon like Zygarde that don't have really very useful abilities and sort of pseudo give them an ability to use. Like you can't have both simultaneous, like the effects of an item and an ability like you can on Nidoking. But it's sort of, I think these new items definitely helps these Pokemon kind of don't have the ability, um, get a little bit better.
Well, I will say that Zygarde has an amazing ability, but it is in fact banned.
Yeah, the ability that gives him, only like 300 more health when you almost kill him.
Griff, you suspect at all that Nidoking would be scarfed?
Dude, absolutely. That was like I texted Skinner and Jack. Because I needed my boys. I was like, dude. So Jack and me played a bunch of practice matches, and by far the two hardest things for me to deal with was a Scarf Nidoking, and then Assault Vest. Very specifically, that Assault Vest, Terra Ice, Buzzwole. Those two guys were just wrecking my shit, man. I like couldn't deal with them. I was like, I just pray to God that Terry doesn't bring this. Or I just hopefully play good because those guys. I mean,
I was really
King's
hoping
an old favorite of mine, and
see it and just assume, oh, Life Orb, because with sheer force, that's kind of what you do.
that's true. I don't know. Scar's really interesting on that mon because I think it truly is like a powerhouse. It's a glass cannon, but if he gets read by like a switch or protect, getting stuck on a move can be pretty detrimental for him as well.
Oh yeah, you read that super well.
The Sludge Wave, I was not expecting the Sludge Wave combo
the
though.
Sludge Wave
I'm really
Steel Terror was
glad
so
I protected
cool.
that first turn.
Such a good idea.
It's really hard to like scarf and go for a big swing, especially now knowing that even if you're going super effective, they could just Terra and then
Mhm.
And eat
You're
a
moving-
move. Especially like a comp, yeah. Yeah, like I think I think by far the most interesting turn in the whole game. This was the Scary Face turn, and I like got the defense boost, and I was like, I need a Terra normal here to eat something, and it worked out. And that just made that turn so much different.
Well,
that was
that
huge.
game was really decided, I think, Griff, by the fact that you didn't reveal your Terra game one. Like there were a number of opportunities where you definitely could have, especially with Zygarde, because it was your powerhouse game one too. But you kept it close to your chest because you could use it to your advantage the next game.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. I think let me look at the very end of game 1. I think there was a moment where like I think I could have. Yeah, I could have just like Terra normaled at the very end of the game and like had a nice extreme speed kill to like double make sure I won, but I just made sure I was like I don't need to, so or any other time. Flex.
Well, it's so interesting in a format that comes right after Dynamax, right? Where like if somebody Dynamaxes, most of the time you got a Dynamax to match it, or you're just gonna get absolutely steamrolled.
Yeah, no, it's funny because we had two like last season we had like 2 times. It'd either be like really quick Dynamaxes, and those games would just blow up, or it'd be like one person Dynamax at the beginning, and then like this one guy that wouldn't Dynamax until afterwards, and then they would just be like 1v like trying to like 1v3 with their Dynamax mon, and then they usually would be the one to lose. So yeah.
So interesting. I really think the changes to the format this season and this generation of Pokemon are so interesting and really fun to mess with. And you guys both showed off really, really great tech, really good prep, just really good games from both of you guys.
Thank you, homie. A good rivalry. Me and Terry get along really well, luckily.
Maybe a little less after today, right, Terry?
Yeah, maybe a little less.
I'll never forget the first time I played Griff was season 3 going into the playoffs. And I felt really good about it. And I think he beat me like 5-0, 6-0.
Oh,
Like
God.
just obliterated me.
I wonder what I said afterwards.
I think you like patted me.
It's probably something stupid.
Probably something along the lines of like insane tech, but I'm still cooler. Or something like that.
Yeah, that's going in the quotes.
All right. Any final remarks from the players about the match before I stop the recording?
Jeez.
Nah,
I'll
yeah,
get you.
GG's. Good luck. You have a good team.
You too,
Good
bud.
supports. Your freaking punch mons are really hard to deal with.